We're looking at our unit on adding and subtracting fractions with common denominators. In the first week, students begin working with unit fractions, working with a variety of models, and moving from models only to models and number representations to numbers only. When they move beyond unit fractions, we'll use the same sequence, models, models and numbers, to numbers only. And at the end of that first week, students are going to take those add-ins and place their estimated sums on a number line. In the second week, students learn that fractions can be used to show the difference between two quantities. So if we have 3/4 and we subtract 1/4, we start with models only, we move to models and numbers, a variety of models, and culminate with numbers only. And then as we move beyond the unit fractions, again, we use that same path from models to numbers. At the end of that second week, they're working with the number line again to make those estimates. In the third week, students work with inverse relationships by solving problems with unknowns. Here we have a missing add-end. Some number of eighths plus 1/8 is going to equal 5/8. We do a similar problem with numbers and models, and eventually a missing add-end. This was blank to begin with. We're solving the problem. In the fourth and final week, students are working with artistic representations. Here they work with pattern blocks. Here they work with unitizing grids. And they're understanding that the addition and subtraction of these fractions are not simply a matter of adding or subtracting numerators. There's real things involved. Students come to the very end of this month with a lot of flexibility in thinking, being able to solve these missing add-ends equations. Students work with tool investigations where they're able to express their understanding in story problems. First, we give them a story problem, like this problem, where we tell them that they've studied for 3/4 of an hour for the science test and 1/4 of an hour for the spelling test using models and numbers. They add those up. Then they make their own story problems with their own data. They use their own models. They express themselves. They apply their knowledge. And they really get to apply their knowledge a great deal more when they get to the real world investigation. We begin with a presentation regarding trail mix. We tell them with common denominators how many peanuts we have, how many raisins we have, almonds, etc. And they're going to add those up across 3 different bags of trail mix. After they use the data that we present, they make their own trail mix. They can make it in the classroom. And they can do their own authentic work with common denominators. They can be adding or subtracting. And so through the course of a month, students have learned that fractions with like denominators can be added and subtracted, and that there's an application to that in their real life.